Good day, and how is everyone today? How is everyone doing? I thank you so much for being here. I ask if everyone could please mute their mics, and we are going to wait just we'll give it 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and start. Thank you so much for being here. My name is W.A. Boykin II of PCF Home, the Ice Cream Shop Home Collective. PCF Home. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Hello, and everybody. My name is Walter Andrew Boykin II. I ask that everyone mute their mics. We're starting the presentation. Mr. Lilly is of American Concrete Homes is caught in the middle of a blizzard on his way from point to point in Maine. So I'm going to go ahead and present this presentation and see if he's able to get on and actually get a signal that's fine. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and go through it. Thank you very much. Okay, so what and who I am. My name is Walter Andrew Boykin II of PCF Home LLC. I am a hit and run warrior who decided to give life instead of giving up on life. Basically, I was in a hit and run accident, and after it, for quite a while, I lost the usage of my left arm as well as was in intensive pain. And I still do experience things. However, I'm moving through and moving through with you. I realized that even though I'm not able to swing a hammer or do rehab or construction like I used to, I still can be a benefit to society. Have you ever noticed that you, as a contractor, are losing a lot of jobs out in the market to ready built look-alike homes, homes that have already been built in these already built communities with, although the homes are beautiful, all of them look alike. Wouldn't you, as a contractor, like to close and build more with the team without losing any ground? And how would you do that? Basically, how you do that is in a choice in a better built home with quality and quickness. What we offer with PCF Home and American Concrete Homes as part of the PC Ice Cream Shop Home Collective is a different concept, giving the buyer of the home or the investor or the retiree, the first time home buyer, the person just looking to move up into their next home, giving them actual choice as far as the style they're looking to build, as well as price point. Looking at a lot and not just giving them the one style of home, but giving them a different opportunity to choose first their price point or even the style of home. Like, for example, with PCF Home and the Ice Cream Shop Home Collective, we give the opportunity to choose one scoop, which is one bedroom, two scoops being two bedrooms, three scoops being three bedrooms, the Sunday being a three-bedroom modest luxury home, and the banana split being the four-bedroom luxury option. Each option is, for example, the one scoop is more of a one bedroom concept, usually for a narrow or smaller lot, ideal for the tiny home mindset, which is very prevalent nowadays, and giving your home buyer something to look forward to in their buying. A lot of people want to build the tiny home because it's their starter home, or they're just looking for that additional space to live in. And with escalating home costs right now, having the opportunity to actually have a different something for someone, such as a tiny home you can put on their lot, is a great opportunity, especially if the opportunity can be built with quickness and ease or simplicity. And one of the benefits is that you're still able to, working with PCF Home and the Ice Cream Shop Home Collective, you're still able to continually build the normal builds that you normally build. We actually handle the marketing and the push for the homes to be on market. We just reach out to you as our general contractors we work with as a licensed, insured possibility or option to build in each state. Mr. Lilly has been building for over 40 years in not only America as well as overseas. And as you know, you need to be licensed in each state you go into. So what we decided to do was to create partnerships with general contractors from around the world to bring these homes into the world. And you might ask, what is great or what can we do different for a lot of people? Well, one of the things that we've worked on in being in the market, I've concentrated so much on when in marketing, I was so busy on attempting to reach out to a lot of people that now we are concentrating more on reaching out to the people. And we have great opportunities for people, such as the idea concept for veterans of zero down. So a veteran can get that new construction home zero down. And one of the great things is, depending on if that veteran might be employed or not employed, they can actually utilize a new construction home to create income for themselves with a home. So you can literally use your VA loan to possibly build a duplex, a single family home, a duplex up to 4 units, and actually still receive income from the other units while you're living in your one home. So this is an opportunity for veterans not only to become homeowners, it's an opportunity for veterans to become part of another part of American fabric, with the concept of having their home as a home for other veterans, in addition to having a home for themselves. In all these scenarios, the United States government is set up to actually pay and cover for your home expense. So veterans, if you happen to have a VA loan, or if you're looking to utilize your VA loan possibility, even if you're a contractor, we can speak with you about your VA loan possibility. And then, in addition, whether with us or with yourselves, I hope you're out there pushing towards veterans and utilizing their VA loan possibilities to actually bless those who have blessed us for so many years. Like Demi Moore said in A Few Good Men, because they stood on the wall and said, "Not on my watch." And a lot of people ask me, why am I so um, pointed towards veterans? Well, one, my father was a veteran. Two, my play brother is a veteran of Marine and Army. And also, three, I, after various things, deal with PTSD and was able to share how to deal with those situations with a couple of veterans. And people who put their lives on the line for us should also have an opportunity to come back home and create a life for themselves. And we really appreciate their sacrifice. Then also with your first time home buyers, we have situations that if you have something as low as earnest money, I mean, you can start with we have various programs where we work with you to utilize the land from one of our property owners to assist you with getting into your home with low to no money down. There are so many different opportunities of how you can assist your clients with possibilities of actually creating a home for them. And working with PCF Home as a general contractor, we attempt to give you these different ideas, concepts, and possibilities in addition to also marketing you in your state, whatever state you happen to be in. So, working with us is just another what you would call a business card in your pocket, because what we actually do is look out in the market for persons looking to build a new construction home, and then we call and contact you to work with us for that new construction home, thereby allowing us to have somebody in each state to create the product that we like to create to assist people in creating their wonderful new construction home. And you ask, why is this so exciting? What makes our homes different from other homes in the actual market? Well, first of all, let's talk about the similarities. The similarities are just like in any other home. When you do your foundation pour, depending on what climate you're in, you have a situation of your foundation pour being from anywhere from 28 to 35 days or possibly longer, climate dependent. Because if you're out in Alaska and you're doing a foundation, or if you're doing a foundation in Nevada and the desert, is different than doing a foundation in Florida in the Everglades. Each one has a different dew or moisture point that allows drying time to be different. Of course, while screeding and doing all the necessary things you need to do to make sure that you're spreading and allowing the moisture to rise to the top and evaporate from the actual concrete foundation. So then after you have your first 28 to 35 days, the amazing thing about the EVG 3D build, which is concrete insulated steel, which is a very simple uh, concept, which is depending on how big we like to build it, normally a 4x8 panel, which is a 4x8 panel of expanded polystyrene foam, which is the classic expanded polystyrene type white foam that you would see in the mindset of those beautiful ice coolers we used to have when we were kids and went to the park. The foam white coolers is what the expanded polystyrene foam panel is made out of. We then take a wire welded mesh, one panel side, and wrap one side, then another panel side and wrap the other side and encase it completely in wire welded mesh. Then we have wire melted mesh rods that go in diagonally and are welded to each side of the panel, creating a beautiful, strong steel panel that's already insulated. This allows for speed of build, which allows us to complete things in a lot speedier time. Like, for example, right here, we have complete in 45 days. In addition to, we have the mind concept of working with our contractors to build homes quicker, because if we have ample crews working with you and your crew, or our teams working with your crews, we can build these homes complete in 45 days after the foundation is poured. So that means certificate of occupancy within 45 days. You can now be able to compete against the already existing homes in the market with choice, with a great team, with things such as websites and follow along items such as us working with whoever is in the actual state. So all you have to be concerned about is what you went to school for, which is building, which is working with your team, the things that you love to do. You don't have to be concerned about speaking with the client unless you want to speak with the client, because that is what we handle, as well as materials. The home basically comes complete to you with the panels as well as various materials, in addition to the appliances. All we ask is that you be the wise, talented person given the opportunity to overlook the beautiful crews you work with to create homes. And you literally can work with us, finish our homes, and then still have plenty of time to work on your projects. So it's a win-win-win for everyone. You're able to keep doing what you do while we do what we do. These panels are then taken and put together like a jigsaw puzzle. And with pneumatic tools, the wiring is wrapped around the panels, connecting them. Then, in addition, the next point we take is after connecting the panels, and we place the electrical wiring as well as the plumbing into the spaces of panels, utilizing various heat tools and concepts to lay the wiring as well as the plumbing, and then we secure them. We have the actual person walk through that loves the home, that just had the home constructed, making sure that everything is in its area where it needs to be. Then after everything is beautiful and as perfect as possible, we take the ACI 506R shotcrete and we cover the structure with shotcrete shot out at a certain pounds per square inch, thereby creating the beautiful structure. And after this dries, then we go ahead and complete the home in a nice amount of time. You can go ahead and complete your normal jobs on other jobs that you are working on while you are still working with PCF Home, American Concrete Homes, and our other affiliates. And what's great about working with the EVG 3D concrete insulated steel concept? It won't burn down, blow down, or fall down, which is a trademark concept with the United States Congress that was trademarked because it is an actual one copyrighted phrase as well as a tested phrase of homes that have gone through Category 5 hurricanes, tested for seismic earthquakes of 9, in addition to the walls are load bearing. So if you perhaps have something as unfortunate that happened in Michigan, where because of Michigan being a place that is well known for its beautiful trees, a tree fell on a home, and unfortunately, a young person had some situations because the tree fell and they were not able to withstand the tree falling. So PCF Home and American Concrete Home would like you to look at EVG 3D Concrete Insulated Steel. We would like you to look at EVG 3D Concrete Insulated Steel. Foam patterns covered with wire welded mesh and then covered with pressurized concrete to form a fire resistant, wind resistant, strong structure that strengthens for the next 100 years. Now we're going to take a slight pause in our show and we're going to play our video. The video shows one of our recent builds for a EVG 3D structure. This one being the Augusta Square Mall in Delaware. forgive me. One of those things that sometimes cannot be avoided. And I forgot that I did not turn my mic back on. Not perfect, but I'm a child of God, so I'm gonna do the best I can. Like I was saying before, we don't want to overload your circuits in what you're doing. We're not taking from, we're adding to your skill set for new homes. To build homes while doing your original building, in which our firm will refer business to in your state. So, for example, I had been turning down business from our contractors, not even realize that I could actually make more money for them and keep things going. I had a lot of contractors that were in various states and were in the state of Florida, especially, and I had agents asking me about rebuilds and doing rehab. And at first I was saying no. And then I realized that's, something unfortunate because now I'm actually taking money off of people's plates. So instead, you now will have an additional marketing arm that while it is out looking for new construction clients in your state, in addition, we can refer you business in your state. So while you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs, wondering where your next job will come, we will give you that jingle call saying, hey, you say, hey, do you have a new construction home for us? We'll say, not just yet. However, we do have someone who is looking to do maintenance and alteration work on their present existing home or structure. What this will do now is give you that perfect chance to work with someone and to keep going in this present economy, allowing your work crews to keep working while we work with your work crews. This is a concept I created a long time ago, sitting up on a convalescing bed after my hit and run accident, when all the car accidents, when all the heavy storms of the 2016s and 18s started occurring. I saw people who needed homes and who couldn't buy homes or were buying overpriced homes. And then the same thing occurred during the panoramic era, and people were overbidding and spending way more money than they had on existing homes when really they had an opportunity to just build a new construction home and have something new and existing for them, all brand new and ready to go. And I know that a lot of people were uncomfortable with this concept because of how long often homes take to build. With our concept, utilize the mindset of the factory first given to Henry Ford by George Washington Carver. We implement putting all that together for the construction of a home, making the build of the home quicker, and utilizing a product that allows the home to be built well in a amazing amount of time. And this allows an additional feather in your cap as opposed to something else that you have to be concerned about. So you as a general contractor can put additional crews on jobs. So if you know more than one crew, which you usually do as a general contractor, you can have one crew working on your existing jobs, and who knows, we might have actually referred to you in addition to constructing the new construction home at the same exact time. And this is what we offer in working with various contractors throughout the United States and throughout the world. And who is one of our associates that I was blessed to run into? I happened to find Mr. Lilly upon working with a gentleman by the name of Mr. Bramer, which is actually his name's on last on that video a few years ago. And At the time, I was attempting to wholesale land and was just figuring if I could just find a builder to build homes, I could actually wholesale homes a lot faster. I mean, wholesale lots a lot faster. The agent agreed with the idea, and he happened to get a consultant and a builder, which was Mr. Lilly. At the time is right when all of the rates and everything changed, and unfortunately, the actual rates didn't allow the persons who were looking to build a home to build, and various serious circumstances caused for Mr. Bramer to drop off circuit for a moment, and there I am stuck with land, not knowing what to do. So after calling around to so many general contractors, I happened to find one who I was working with right before the panoramic. And then as soon as the storm occurred in Florida, I was left because he figured that he was making so much money from working in the present field that there was no need to actually work with me and build homes in where we were attempting to create homes or be as the general contractor for that in Charlotte, Florida. So after deep search, and the amazing thing about finding American Concrete homes is I happened to actually have found them on the web when I was introduced by a mentee or a young person I was teaching about wholesaling in real estate. And we started watching the videos and talking about the various concepts. And at first, I was looking at the 3D printer that built concrete homes. But one of the issues with it was that I now know is that that is, although allows you to build a home quite swiftly, the home is still earthquake, not earthquake resistant, where if you have a earthquake, the shaking and the quaking will still cause that home to have earthquake issues. Whereas the expanded polystyrene panel with the concrete insulated steel homes do not have those issues. So in working with Mr. Lilly and American Concrete Homes, after was reintroduced to him by Mr. Bramer, I had the chance to speak with Mr. Lilly. And one of the things that I had been adamant about, although Florida has the opportunity, is you can build your home yourself without a zero contractor. However, that actually causes you a lot of hiccups and headaches. So I got involved in working with Mr. Lilly and went out and found an amazing general contractor for Florida. So I had been attempting to work things in Florida, and I figured out instead of just working with Florida, why not reach out to the world? I remember one of my favorite cartoons, which is the Looney Tunes, a Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, and the concept of if you build it, they will come. So I had people ask me, well, which states are you trading homes in? And I realized that I could only do that in Florida. So in order to be able to offer this concept to additional areas, that is the reason for reaching out to the market today, which is you. If interested, please contact us. You see the phone number here at 941 218 0268. That is if you're around the world and you happen to be calling in, that's +1 area code 941-218-0268. And this is our virtual address in Florida. You see our QR code that you can take a picture of, and it will take you to our wonderful website, which explains the mindset and the opportunity, as well as the idea of concrete insulated steel homes. We are excited to be able to offer this to you, to offer to our public. I see that Mr. Lilly unfortunately was unable to make it because of his being caught up in the storm. I'm believing he is well and safe, and we are thankful that he is well and safe. We thank you so much for coming on the show with us today for us to speak about concrete insulated steel homes and offer that to the general contractors as something that you can offer as a possibility to your public in your area. We thank you for tuning in today. We look forward to working with your team and your organization in your state. My name is Walter Andrew Boykin II of PCF HOME. I am your new construction consultant looking to assist in any manner of fashion possible. As you can see, feel free to check out the website at pcfhome.com. That's P is in Port, C is in Charlotte, F is in Florida, home.com, or view our or contact our email address at P is in Port, C is in Charlotte, F is in Florida, home 2023 at gmail.com. I would like to thank you so much for tuning in today. Wishing you to be safe on your site and asking you to have a good day, have a good week, and have a good life. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care of yourself and take care of your families. Bye-bye. And God bless you. God bless me. God bless us all, everyone. Take care.